Gennady, you used the phrase scandal several times today. Do you not believe there's any chance that it was contaminated meat and he just made an honest mistake? Are you convinced that there was something more than just an honest mistake?
I don't believe for beef. Кажется, я не верю, что это было мясо. Мне просто не нравится, что эти вот оправдания и ссылки на мясо, то есть, фармацевты говорят в этом объеме. То есть, это невозможно. Что это чепуха, это бред вообще.
I don't believe in stories about contaminated meat, and the experts and pharmaceutical experts actually determine that contaminated meat and contaminated meat. And I think it's all nonsense. I don't like to hear these nonsense stories about contaminated meat.
So some people would say, why would you fight, if you think he intentionally cheated, why would you fight him again and say, I'm going to stand up for my principles and I'm going to fight somebody else because this guy cheated? If you really believe that, why wouldn't you make that stand?
I said, yeah. Every time I'm ready for anybody, just for me it doesn't matter. I know just first fight, like second fight, I'm ready for fight. No, this is not my point. Just I'm ready for him. He bring doping, not him. Don't use doping. If commission bring him, I'm ready. If commission, not bring him, just okay.
So does that go back? You talked about your street fighting days. Does that go back where on street fighting a guy can have something in his pocket, he can have brass knuckles on or whatever, that you have to be ready to fight anybody at any time under any circumstance?
This is fight. This is fight. Street fight is different. Boxing fight is a little bit different story. It's more easy. I'm a fighter. Right now I'm a professional fighter. If you're legal, just commission for everybody, of course I'm ready.
You have to follow the rules in the ring.
And I just want to be clear on this. Did you think before the last fight, you didn't say it, but did you look at Canelo and say he looked bigger than I've seen him in the past? Before the first fight?
September.
Last September.
Я не скажу, что я думал, то есть если комиссия его допустила и у нас был бой, то есть как это, нет смысла об этом говорить. То есть, скорее всего, был чист, но он зазвенел, и тогда там факт.
Well, it makes no sense to guess, was he taking something or not. The commission allows him to fight, so it means it's all legal. The other thing is that he got caught the second time. That's important.
Fine, Gennady, you have said before that you didn't believe the meat excuse, and that you also said that you saw track marks on his arm before the first fight. You said that a few months ago. Does that mean if you thought he was cheating the first time, and now there's more comprehensive testing, do you think that you're going to face a Canelo who's different this time around? Do you believe this?
Меня, по крайней мере, это меньше всего беспокоит. То есть, если я говорю, что были видны следы от инъекции, но на самом деле они были видны, кто может отрицать. То есть, вы настолько защищаете его, были видны и все. Меня это меньше всего беспокоит, и в данный момент меньше всего беспокоит. Мне без разницы, у нас есть бой, я рад, потому что все его сейчас.
This is the last thing I'll be worried about. You couldn't deny that there was some injection marks on his hand. That it wasn't his arm was injection mark. I don't know what it was, but the injection marks was evidently there. But right now, that's the last thing I'm worried. I'm worried about the fight. That's the most important.
Where were the injection marks at? Can you show me on his arm where you saw them?
Все мышцы, это и бицепсы, плечи, и пресс, и
well, everywhere, in biceps, his stomach, pretty much everywhere, all over the body you can see injection marks.
But these were from photos people sent him?
Yeah, understand that he's reading this off from
Okay.
he's looking at.
He did not see that in the ring.
It wasn't him. Yeah, it was things that were being said to him. He was just relaying what was obvious on a picture.
And it's your belief that he was doping for the first fight. That's your belief.
No, I don't want to say that. No, what I would say is that I would have liked for him to be man enough to come out and be truthful right off the bat and tell us that when the thing came out, instead of waiting 3 weeks for to cancel the date because he was hoping that thing was going to be okay by the Nevada Commission. Really.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to understand is like, so Gennady, you said that you don't believe the meat excuse and you saw the injection marks. So does that mean you think that he's going to be at a different level this time, that he's not being helped by something?
Да, мне вообще без разницы. Я говорю, это не то, что я говорю. Это приносят, это показали фотографии, где видны инъекции. То есть это же не я говорю, что вот он использует.
Ладно, на эти темы хорошего разговаривать.
Да. Вы ему объясните то, что как бы вот эту тему.
Сергей, объясните, если он не понимает, пусть вопросы.
Да, то есть это не я же показываю, это люди принесли и показывают то, что есть инъекция. То есть мне вообще без разницы, этот бой был, и я готов сейчас, и я боксировал, и я готов сейчас боксировать. То есть меня это вообще никак не беспокоит.
I want to state it very strongly. I don't care about that. That's the last thing I worry about. And it's not me coming out to the story that he has an injection mark. People show me photographs, and you can see the photographs that was injection mark. But that's the least thing I'm worried about. You know, let's just not talk about it.
All right.
He's just focused on the fight in September. He says his belief is if the Nevada Commission clears him and that he's licensed, then he's going to fight him. If they did their research and he's done all of his VADA testing, it was part of our contract, then that's what he's focused on Saturday night.
Tom, let me ask you this then. Is there any concern on your part that the testing didn't begin soon enough for this fight because of protracted negotiations?
Let's put it this way, Tim. This is the longest that Canelo's been tested. So last time, when he tested positive, it was a long time. He was tested positive in Mexico. So I guess you could say there's always going to be a question, but he's not. Again, he's not focused on that. We're all not focused on that. Abel, we can't be concerned what Canelo said it's going to do. Triple G's in the best condition, the best shape to fight him on Saturday night. So as long as he's followed the rules and as long as the commission has licensed him, we're not talking about the doping. He did get suspended. It's a fact that he tested positive twice, but right now we're just focusing on the fight to get him back in the ring.
Hey Tom, they haven't come together face to face.
No, not for this promotion. There hasn't been any face to face.
What about tomorrow? Have they told them to go face to face?
That seems to be up in the air on the Canelo side. Gennady said he has no problem looking Canelo in the eyes, but it's somewhat it builds the intrigue for the promotion. At the same time, had we done a tour or whatever, that wouldn't have been an issue either. So we're just we were happy to get this fight done. Everyone knows it was a lot of negotiations going back and forth. We went past the deadline. Eric Gomez and I actually came to an agreement past the deadline, and we were happy to get this fight done. Now we're just focused on doing the fight, whether there's a face-off or no face-off. Definitely by the weigh-in, there's going to be a face-off. And if that's the first time they look each other in the eyes, then that's no problem.